Stay tuned to watch why you may need one of these devices in your home studio. Welcome to the High Frequency Studio headquarters. Let's talk about gear. Why? Because you like gear, I like gear, I like talking about gear, you probably like conversations about gear, and there's nothing wrong with that. So today we're going to talk about portability, workflow, features, budgets. There is no wrong answer, it's just what you may need. And what you may need may be a little different depending on your budget. So that's why we're having this conversation. So we're going to start from the least expensive to the most expensive. Least expensive. SP404 MK2 by Roland. New, this will set you back about $600. But for that price point, it's a great purchase. You can probably find it used, but I doubt it because people love this device. Next on the list, MPC Live. So MPC Live ranges from about $400 to $1,200 depending on the model and if it's a special edition, such as the Timberland one or the retro one. It's a classic and a legend. Next, we have a laptop. It's a MacBook Pro 16-inch from the year 2018. I believe I spent $3,000 on this laptop, not including the software. Obviously, the laptop is going to be the most expensive device on the table. Portability. I don't think you can beat the SP404 MK2. It runs off batteries, or you can adapt a power bank to it, which I have, and it's great. What makes it great for travel is lightweight. It's not expensive, so if it gets lost or stolen, it's going to suck, but it will be easy to replace. And the materials it was made with, it feels really sturdy. It feels really good, so it's not going to break on you. Next is going to be the laptop. Most backpacks have laptop sleeves. It's light, the materials feel premium, but the downside is the price. If you're to lose it, theft, break, repairing and replacing is going to cost you. So travel cautiously with your laptop. Finally, you have the MPC Live. And I put the MPC Live at the bottom for the reason that the building materials aren't that great. I traveled a lot with my MPC, and recently returning from a trip, I noticed the screen acting a little funny. I got a little scared, which led me to purchase the SP404 MK2. I don't think the materials are as premium as the SP404 or the laptop. It feels more plastic, and unless you have a case that you can travel with the MPC Live, just shoving it in a backpack isn't ideal. Trust me, I've tried it. Ease of use. So the easiest device here to use is going to be the laptop. And the reason for that is that the interface is great. You have a good size screen. You can adapt different components to make your workflow a lot faster, a lot better. You can add a keyboard to it. You can add pads to it. You could plug in an interface. You can plug in an external monitor, a control surface, and the options to add components to the laptop are endless. The next is going to be the MPC Live. The MPC Live has the pads, has the touchscreen, has a few knobs, and a decent transport. The only difference between the laptop and the MPC Live is the interface. You do have a lot more menus, so you have to be menu diving. You have to be zooming in a lot, and it will make your workflow a little slower, but it will be fun. Trust me. And finally, you have the SP404. And the reason why this is at the bottom is the screen is really small. Transport buttons are not great. You will have to watch a lot of YouTube channels to understand it if you never touched a device like this. And you will have to be menu diving. But other than that, once you get the hang of it, the experience is pretty cool. It's a different machine. It does its own thing. And that's why people love it. Features. The MPC Live has the most features. It comes with the pads that feel great. It also comes with great sounds that you can use right away. Decent storage. The sampling feature is like no other. It has plenty of I/O, plenty of outputs, inputs, record, MIDI, USB, SD drive. You can add an SSD drive as well. and it runs off of a rechargeable battery. So you can't go wrong with the MPC Live. It's an amazing machine and it will get any job done. The next on the list is the SP404 MK2. With the SP404, you get the pads as well, just not big enough. It's a different type of pad. You get great sounds as well, enough storage. I would have to say the effects are a little bit better on the SP404. You get plenty of I/O. You get USB Type-C, which is game changer. You can send audio, receive audio. You get a line in for a microphone or guitar. And you get 2 microphone jacks, which is great, especially them being the 1/4 inch and the mini. The production experience on the SP404 isn't as intuitive as the MPC Live. You have to get used to this machine in order to produce great music. You have to have patience and you would have to want it. But the feature I love on this machine, and the reason why I got it, was the DJ mode. With the DJ mode, if you haven't watched the video that I posted last week, if you make beats or any kind of music and you're not a DJ, you don't have a DJ equipment, this little machine becomes your DJ setup. And it gives you the opportunity to perform your music as a DJ, which is incredible. Finally, you have the laptop. And the reason why this is at the bottom is most laptops don't come with software. And if you do get a Mac, it does come with GarageBand. It has decent sounds, the workflow is not that great, and you're a little limited. But you don't get the I/O, you don't get the pads, you don't get keys, so you'd have to make that investment. And remember, this laptop was $3,000 with no software, no I/O, so having a laptop is an investment. So like I said, all these products are great. You don't need them all. I own them all because it's part of my workflow and I use them in very different ways. For instance, I have the laptop because I enjoy recording. I plug it into an interface. I have plenty of keyboards. I have tons of outboard gear, mics, so I do a lot of recording. I work off Logic, so Logic offers me a lot of sounds, but I hate menu diving into folders to find sounds. So what I do is I use the MPC to create with my outboard gear, my keyboards, my guitars, and all that stuff. And once I have the building blocks to create a song, I dump it into Logic. So in Logic, I can mix it, I can add to the arrangement, I can add vocals to it, and produce a project at the highest level in quality with the laptop. Now, if you just want to make beats, do a little mix, bounce it, and send it, the MPC Live is going to be the device for you. But if you feel like you need to take your mixes and you need to add to your arrangement, then a laptop might be great for you. Same thing goes with the SP404. If you feel like you need to mix your beats a little bit better and you want to add vocals to it or other instruments to it, then yeah, a laptop will work. But it's not needed if you just want to make beats. You can make beats on the SP404, bounce it, and send it. And producers have been doing this for years. So if you get a great sound, bounce it and send it. There's no need for a laptop unless you're going to be the engineer and producer, songwriter, artist. The laptop is going to be needed. For me, I like creating with these 2 devices, the MPC Live and the laptop, and then performing it with the SP404 and K2, as you guys seen on the videos I've posted. So all these devices are great. It's just on what you need, what will help you work better, faster, and you feel more comfortable. I see a lot of people producing with the SP404. There's nothing wrong with that. With the Live, there's nothing wrong with that. With the laptop, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just whatever makes you feel comfortable, makes you happy, and if you're satisfied with the end product. And if you're thinking of purchasing any of these devices, I hope this information helps. So thank you for watching, and until next time.